Hi there, I'm Dr. Karen Caldwell. Please call me Karen. In this video, I'm going to show you how to add headings to your discussion forum posts in Brightspace. And the reason, of course, for doing so is for you to be an effective communicator and ensure that all of your messages are accessible to the widest number of individuals in your audience. And that includes people who have difficulties with their vision and they rely on screen readers. So this tip that I'm going to share with you will help you to set up a structure, not only for your sighted audience, but for folks who use a screen reader as part of their learning. So let me demonstrate this. I'm going to share my screen now, and I'm going to go directly into Brightspace. And as always, folks, I recommend that you always start here on the upper navigation bar or nav bar, and let's go straight through to discussions. And we'll use the virtual cafe to demonstrate this. So I'm going to start a new thread, and I always start my threads with a specific subject line, and that's just for all of your audience members. The second thing I do is I make my screen real estate bigger by using these 3 hash marks in the bottom right corner of the text box. So now I'm within my text box, and I'm going to compose my message. I always start my messages with an overview of my main topic. So this is really the title of my post, and it would be probably the same as my specific subject line. So that's my overview, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to share topic A and topic B. So I've got my overview, I've got my introductory paragraph. Now I'm going to talk about topic A, blah, 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 and then topic B. Oops, B, blah, blah, blah. Of course, you are likely going to cite content, and it's best practice to share the reference for that content. So I always add a references section. And here I'm just going to write a note to myself to remember to add references here. So I have my content there. Now it's time to add structure for all of my audience. Typically, what I used to do is just select this and make it bold and bigger because it's a title. Well, to make it accessible to a screen reader, you're going to use a special language that's behind the scenes that Brightspace has baked in. And you're going to use this drop-down menu here to tell Brightspace what kind of content you have. So as you can see in this upper left corner, Brightspace assumes that it's a paragraph. So I'm going to put my cursor there, and instead I'm going to give it a heading 1 because it's the main title of my post. Okay? Then I have to think about, okay, what are the subtitles or subtopics that I should add and tell Brightspace about so that it can interact with a screen reader for my visually impaired audience. So topic A would be the next level down from title, and I have my cursor here. Notice again that the default is paragraph, so I'm simply going to tell Brightspace, okay, it's actually not a big main title, but it's the next level down. So you can see I'm basically giving an outline to Brightspace and also to my students or my audience who are sighted. We all benefit from having a big title and then those subtitles underneath. We're not even conscious of it. We process those, our brains process those as the structure to hang the content on. We're simply helping to make our message as widely accessible as possible. So let me finish off with topic B. I'm going to make that a heading 2. And then my references are even like a third subtopic. They're not as important or prominent for my reader. So I'm going to make these a heading 3. And you shouldn't skip headings. You shouldn't go from a heading 1 down to a heading 4 because that's not proper outlining. It doesn't make sense for your content to skip from those levels to another. So I have my post ready. I'm going to submit my post, and then anybody with a screen reader or without opens my post, they can immediately access the structure of my message. So this is what's expected of you as an effective communicator and someone who thinks of accessibility and inclusion as part of who you are as a communicator. So please use these headings in your posts and reach out if you have any questions.